Hi guys, welcome back. I know it's been a while since I posted my last coloring video, so I wanted to post a new video, and today this is going to be a coloring book review of a ridiculous abstract adult coloring book. And this I did get for free from the author. However, as always, I will be sharing the pros as well as the cons of this book, and stick around to the end where I talk about just my final recommendation of whether I would suggest buying this coloring book. So first, just to give you a little bit of a summary of what this book is, this is a paperback coloring book. All of the pictures in here are very abstract, as you can see. Here's one that I completed. So a combination of some things that are much more intricate like this, and some that have a bit of larger shapes like this. So that's basically the gist of what this coloring book is. So first, let me talk about the things that I do like about this book. So first of all, I really do like the designs in general of this book. I like the abstract. I like that there's some that are a little bit more like nature looking, like this kind of looks like rocks. And some of them are just a little bit more like genuinely abstract. So I really liked that. I really liked, like for example, this is one of my favorite ones that I did. It reminds me of like crystals or ice or something. So that's kind of the theme I went with the coloring of these pages. And on this page, I use my Prismacolor Premier colored pencils. If you're curious to know a little bit more about those pencils in general, I will link up above my review I did of those pencils. However, I think that this book acted really nicely with my Prismacolors, especially because the back of the pages are very white. So I think that's definite pro. Also, I really like that all of the pages are one-sided. That makes it a lot easier if you're planning on maybe tearing out the pages or and you want to hang them up or something. You don't need to choose between one side or another. Also, it's better because you're not going to have to worry about this side smudging over here because this side is, you know, a blank piece of paper, so you don't have to worry about that. Also, I really like that there are a variety of images in terms of small or large. So there's some that are a little bit smaller on the page, and also, I really like that there's a test page here if you wanted to test out colors. And there's a variety of those smaller pages as well as the bigger pages. And I like that even the bigger pages don't go all the way to the border, which again makes it easier if you are planning on tearing out the pages and you don't want to have to worry about getting it really close. Also, it's just a pain to have to color right into those creases. So that's definitely something that I like about this book. And you know, I think the main thing I like about it is it's just the designs themselves are really pretty. I do really like the abstract images. Also, one other thing that I like is the price is very reasonable for this book. As I mentioned, I did get this book for free. However, the price on Amazon I checked this morning was $6.95. So it's definitely affordable if you want to check it out. You're not going to be spending like $20-something on a coloring book. However, there are a few things that I'm not totally crazy about. For starters, I'm not super crazy about these type of coloring books that have like the flimsy paperback. It's kind of a double-edged sword in some ways because it's this type of paperback binding. That is probably the reason that the price is able to be pretty low. However, I prefer, you know, more of the sturdier books that maybe have a little bit thin, that maybe have a little bit thicker paper. As you can see, you can kind of see through to the next page. My favorite type of binding and paper are the ones that you see in like Johanna Basford's book. However, those books are a little bit more expensive, so it's kind of a trade-off. But personally, I prefer those types of books. I just get a little bit more excited about coloring in them. Also, this one is probably just me, but if you've ever heard of like I don't know how you say it, like trypophobia, where you hate like the little pore shapes, some of these like little circles like remind me of that, and I just couldn't even color those for that reason. But again, that's just me. If you don't have that issue, then that shouldn't be a problem. Even if you do, there are plenty that don't have those types of little circle shapes all next to each other, like this one. This is one of my favorite ones that I did. It reminds me of like ice crystals. So that's it. Overall, I think this is really a great value, and to be honest, I like it better than most of the other books that I've seen that are like this kind of binding that you can get kind of on the cheaper side of coloring books. So overall, I think it's a really great value. I think it would be great as like a starter coloring book. Also, I think this would be great for both kids as well as adults. Obviously this is an adult coloring book, but I think it could be great for all ages because there's no specific content type that, you know, someone would need to be interested in order to color this. So overall, I would definitely recommend this book. I think it's a great value, and I really like the images. So that's it. Thanks again to the author for sending this to me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.